What if the biggest mistake you've been making with your dog is the one that feels the most like love? What if the way you show affection is actually the reason your dog sometimes pulls away, hesitates, or quietly disconnects from you, and you never even noticed? Stay with me, because by the end of this, you're going to see your dog in a way that might change everything. Welcome to Petengine, where we help you understand what your dog has been trying to tell you all along. And today, we're talking about the invisible mistakes that slowly break a dog's trust, without a single bark, without a single warning. Here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Your dog isn't confused. They're adapting to you. And sometimes, that adaptation comes at the cost of the bond you think you already have. Let's start with something simple, something that happens every single day. You walk into a room, you see your dog lying there peacefully, and you immediately reach down to pet them. It feels natural, right? But to your dog, that moment isn't always comfort. Sometimes, it's interruption. Dogs don't experience affection the way humans do. For them, connection is about timing, consent, and emotional safety. When you constantly initiate contact without reading their signals, you slowly teach them something dangerous, that their feelings don't change what happens next. And over time, they stop trying to communicate. Not loudly, not dramatically, just quietly. Their tail wags a little less. Their eyes meet yours a little less often. They stay where they are instead of coming to you. Not because they don't love you, but because they've learned that love doesn't require their participation. Now think about this. When was the last time you let your dog come to you first? Not calling them. Not reaching out. Just waiting. Because the moment you stop chasing connection, your dog starts choosing it. And that choice, that's where real trust begins. Now here's something even deeper. Your dog lives in your world, but they don't experience it the same way you do. Your home feels normal to you, phones ringing, doors closing, sudden movements, loud sounds. But to your dog, it's unpredictable. And in a world that feels unpredictable, there's only one thing that creates safety: control. That's why your dog sometimes walks away and hides under a table or moves into a quiet corner. They're not being weird, they're regulating themselves. But when you follow them, pull them out, or try to fix the moment, you remove the only control they had. Imagine feeling overwhelmed, and the one place you go to feel safe gets taken away. That's what your dog experiences. Every single time. Now imagine the opposite. A small space. A quiet corner. A place that smells like them, and only belongs to them. No one disturbs them there. No one reaches in. No one forces interaction. That space becomes more than just a spot. It becomes a signal. A signal that says, you're safe here. And once a dog feels safe, something incredible happens. They stop hiding. They start coming back. Because safety doesn't push a dog away, it brings them closer. Now let's talk about something almost every dog owner gets wrong: walks. You think your dog needs exercise. And yes, they do. But what they need even more is information. Every time your dog lowers their nose to the ground, they're not wasting time. They're reading the world, who passed by, what they felt, where they went. It's their version of social media, memory, and communication, all at once. And every time you pull the leash and say let's go, you're cutting that experience short again and again, until walks become less about curiosity and more about control. But here's the shift. The moment you let your dog lead even for a few minutes, you're giving them something powerful: choice. And choice reduces stress, builds confidence, and tells your dog, your instincts matter. Now think about the last time you truly slowed down for your dog. Not rushed, not distracted, just present. Because presence is something dogs feel instantly. You don't need words. You don't need commands. Just sit on the floor and exist in their space, at their level, without expectation. At first, they might just look at you. Then maybe they relax. Then maybe they come closer. Not because you called them, but because they wanted to. And that moment, that's the moment your dog stops reacting to you and starts connecting with you. Now here's the part that changes everything. Your dog doesn't measure love in toys, treats, or long walks. They measure it in predictability, in small patterns they can trust. The time you wake up, the way you greet them, the rhythm of your day. Because for your dog, routine isn't boring, it's stability. And stability creates emotional safety. But when that rhythm constantly changes, even slightly, your dog feels it. They don't understand why. They just feel the uncertainty. And uncertainty keeps their nervous system on edge, even when everything looks fine. So if you want a calmer dog, a more affectionate dog, a dog that truly trusts you, start here. Be consistent. Be predictable. Be someone they can count on. And finally, something most people underestimate completely. Talk to your dog. Not commands. Not orders. Just talk. Because your dog has been listening to you their entire life, your tone, your mood, your energy. They don't just hear your voice. They feel it. When you speak to them, you're not just communicating, you're including them. You're telling them they matter. And when a dog feels included, they give you something no training can ever create. They give you their full attention, their full trust, their full heart. Your dog is not asking for perfection. They're not asking for more time, more money, or more effort. They're asking for something much simpler: understanding, presence, and the chance to be heard. They've been waiting for it their entire life. The only question is, are you finally ready to listen? If this changed how you see your dog, welcome to Petengine, and stick with us, because this is just the beginning of understanding the world through your dog's eyes.